Merch alert.
That's right, you heard her. We have merch now. If you're looking for a mug, a hoodie, a shirt, a blanket, we're your people. Be sure to check out our exclusive I Was a Bravo Fan Before Scandal tees. They will be perfect to wear while watching the VPR reunion.
Check out the link in the description of the podcast or our Instagram bio. Hello.
What's up, y'all? It's too much going on. I'm going to get right into it.
Okay. Well, first of all, I would like to say happy birthday if you're listening to this.
Oh,
it's a national holiday.
It would technically be, yes. Also, shout out to the homie Tink, because I did tell y'all, I said, listen, I really want y'all to start watching Teen Mom. And what did she do? She watched Teen Mom. And not only that, but she sent me like 8 voice notes about her thoughts.
I love when people send me, like, you guys don't get it. I might not get to every DM, but I try to respond when we ask you guys to watch something, because I want to know what people think. What did she think about things?
Literally, we had the same exact thoughts. The only thing is that she doesn't watch Mackenzie scenes, which I understand, because of just a few comments that Mackenzie has made in the past.
Well, what happened with the other day? Actually, was that Mackenzie who put up that stuff about Kamala? And then she literally, was that her?
I know you fucking lying. When
one of the teen moms literally put up stuff about Kamala, and then something happened, and then they deleted every political post that they had.
Hold on, let me see.
Go to one of the teen mom fan accounts. And
Jay Klein is under investigation. No. Oh my God.
Wait, under investigation for what? I was talking about like political posts. I wasn't talking about investigations.
For tweets about Kamala Harris.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, she said a few things.
Certainly.
Parents have been made aware they do not condone propaganda. Has landed in hot water, and she has shared a numerous of posts in opposition to candidate Kamala Harris, throwing her under the bus. Oh my gosh. Is it real though?
They've been deleted. Mackenzie.
No, don't apologize to Mackenzie.
Oh,
because she might not have made no posts, but I don't know where she stands with that.
I mean,
but you know, y'all had the right. Y'all had the right to, you know, but just not too much.
Like, obviously, there's a difference in supporting whoever you support, and then like going as far as Jade did. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Because even with the Orange Man, you don't see me posting weird ass shit. So it's like, and you're on TV, but you're not even on TV. You know, so that's the difference here. Yes. Anyway, this is not the pop culture episode. This is the birthday Bravo episode, and I'm going to let Aaron take it away because we only have 2 things on the table to discuss. Dubai was cute, but OC was gorgeous, and you know, Jersey was just trash,
absolute shit,
terrible,
nothing but shit, baby. And I just want to start off with Jersey because honestly, that was not a reunion. That shit was so pitiful. When the cameraman, when they walked their ass up in rails, and the cameraman was like, okay, sit down. And they literally rolled that damn thing in, like, you know, when you're in school, and they rolled the TV in, and it's like a movie day. That's just how this felt. But with grown-ass women. And it was
they got a charcuterie board.
All of that was just very strange. Like, at least go to where they had BravoCon at and take them in that room. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a presentation. A panel. And you have a big screen behind you to show you, you know, what happened, what transpired, what took place. We don't need to watch. We've already seen it. Why are we watching it?
We're watching them watch it. And it would be different if, like, they were doing a watch with me and they were all in the same room. They were all in the same room, and two, they gave us some information that we did not know. They didn't give us any information that we didn't know. They didn't give us anything to work with. They didn't give us anything that gave us any closure. It was not what Andy said. He's like, oh, I think when you see the finale, you'll see why we didn't do a reunion. Okay, cool. Don't do a reunion, but also don't play in my fucking face. That was a waste of time. Period.
Exactly. And I felt like it was a big waste of time. And we didn't really get anything. The only thing that we got is Jen admitted that maybe she shouldn't have went so hard for Jennifer Aiden, because she's seen how that shit turned out. And then Teresa
I'm glad she's self-aware, I guess.
Yeah, Teresa seen that Danielle had a lot to say. Okay. What's next? Dolores got mad. The one thing that really pissed me off was the fact that Margaret continued to lie on Dolores about that whole thing. Like, good and damn well you did not invite that lady to that party.
Yeah.
Now, if she slapped the fuck out of Mars, she would be wrong.
Was she? Because that's the kind of the behavior that we're used to in Jersey. They're allowed that there.
I'm just saying, I just thought it was wild that you doubled down on it after this lady just cursed her ass out for saying it.
But you know what? That makes me wonder.
What you think? You think she said it? You think she
I couldn't help but wonder. Because why would you, like, especially knowing Dolores, and Margaret isn't really about that life like that. Knowing Dolores and how she could be, for once, well, not even once, because we saw how she exposed Miss Poopy Diaper.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you have a point, though.
Like, telling the truth. Like, this is months later, babe. And we already saw, like, how the reunion, I mean, not the reunion, the finale played out. So if she's insistent upon it, maybe she didn't ask her to come and see the Teresa takedown or plot anything. I'm just saying she could have said, hey, you can come over. She might not have did it under the guise of come over and we're going to plan this attack against Louis and Teresa. She might just be saying, I did invite you, period. I didn't invite you for, what it was really about, but I did invite you. And that's why she's not letting it go. Because she was right there with her and she stood 10 toes down about it. And she knows she's going to see it.
She did. But
and
you know what?
See each other.
You know what's crazy about that, though?
What?
We don't give a fuck.
Me either. I didn't give a fuck in the first place.
I spoke for both of us because I felt like that wasn't information that we asked for anyway. I just wanted to see
the point.
Jennifer Aiden and Danielle fight. That's really all that I wanted to see. Maybe Teresa and Melissa Gorga, because I don't know. I thought I was tired of it after that episode. Maybe I'm not tired of it. Maybe I can do another reunion with it. But this just felt so cheap.
I would rather them do literally an hour or whatever, 42 minutes of Melissa and Teresa posing.
I would have preferred. I would have liked
that pose off. I'm sorry, that was.
It was
I didn't
good.
know the finale either, but that pose off.
They did exactly what they needed to do. It was really good. It just hurt my feelings, honestly, because I expected so much more. Especially for a reunion. I was just like,
it wasn't a reunion. Remember, he was saying you have a sit down kind of.
But that shit. Then what is that?
I didn't know. And that's something. The point.
They're like, oh, it's something that's never been done before. It's something that needs to never happen again.
Yeah, never happen again. Because I think that, like, it made me mad because it's not even just a Black thing. No one else gets awarded this special treatment. If Quad can get kicked out of the motherfucking group and still have to come and sit with the people who tried to get her out of the group at the reunion, Teresa and Melissa can sit in the same room.
You know what?
Literally, Danielle and Janae can sit in the same room. If Ariana had to show up after Tom Sandoval was fucking her best friend for months, and in the same room, why does Jersey get to go in 2 different rooms and watch the reunion with the charcuterie board? Bye.
You know, maybe it's just me, but I don't even view this as a special treatment. It just very much looks like they didn't give a fuck. When they rolled in that TV, I was like, they really don't care. At Rails and a charcuterie board, not even the burger sliders. They were like, no, you bitches get cheese from Publix.
Not even the pork.
And we got it on sale with Instacart. So enjoy that. Then after
$10 off.
you go home. No champagne, no nothing. It just seemed like they didn't really give a fuck at all. And as a matter of fact, they're like, just be happy you got this and you got paid because you're probably not coming back.
I hope not, because I don't want to see him.
I want to say it's rumored that the only people confirmed to come back are Teresa and Melissa. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know if that's true. But if it is,
neither of them come back.
Not Melissa. It's Teresa and I want to say it was Dolores.
I'm okay with Dolores and Teresa coming back if that is the case, because I can understand why 2 strong personalities and just a whole new batch of people. It's just like when we have Portia and Phaedra right now. But I would like to see a clean slate like New York, because Jersey has had years and years and years and years of like, you know, it was good and it was great, and then it wasn't so good, then it was great again. And then these last 3 seasons have been weak sauce. But I feel like if they would have played this season right and told these people, whether you like each other or not, you're going on a trip, you're going to interact with this person, or you can get the fuck out. You're letting these bitches run the show. No, you're the executive producer. You're the director. You're the people who are making the show. You tell them what's going on, because they forget.
You said it.
And that's why you got a season like that. Because if they would have went on a cast trip, they would have turned that shit up. Especially Danielle.
They absolutely would have.
Melissa and Teresa would have had to interact, whether it was positive or negative. Like, keep John Fuda out of the mix. Stop bringing up shit that happens off camera, and you could have had like a better season. The only thing that I didn't like is that there was something that was being unsaid that's not known to the audience. That's why it was going so bad, because it's like, wait, what are you really talking about? What are we really like? What are you really saying? Who is this man?
They don't know, child.
Like, what is really going on? And the only person that's keeping it 100 is Dolores, and that's why she was like, "You lying cunt!" Like, she was just sick.
She was sick of the bullshit.
That's I'm over it like, too. You don't need to bring nobody back. Fuck it. Fuck this show too.
But you know what got on my damn nerves even more?
Let's talk about it.
Housewives of OC.
And why they did what they had did.
Pissed me off.
Bad.
So bad. Like, y'all don't even understand the way I threw a plastic cup against the wall, because I just felt like, at what point do we stop? Like, at what point do we stop playing on Shannon's top? Like, enough is enough. So I want to just get the little shit out of the way that I don't give a fuck about. Gina and Katie, whatever.
I care about everything.
I care, but not as much as I care about what's going on with Shannon.
Oh no, this episode was like
Shannon,
heavily
Tamra,
Vicki,
and Alexis Bellino, and Vicki.
And Alexis Bellino.
That's all I've seen.
Like, that's what we need to get to. Okay, at the end of the day, do you believe that Heather called the paparazzi?
Yes.
Okay, but do you think that Katie feels that Heather is trying to call around? And I heard that you and Monty talked about it. Like, Katie is trying to see if Heather tried to pretty much check Katie's temperature before she came on the cast, and that's what we're really kind of like not saying here.
I don't really think that she thought about it like that. I don't think she cared all that much. Like, Katie's a nice girl, don't get me wrong, and she knows Sutton, but I don't think anybody was thinking about her on that level. Like, especially with Heather, I don't think she was like, oh, this girl might have some information about me. I don't think she really cared that much. She was like, were you at my last party with the ice sculpture? No. So, what,
And we know what happened, allegedly happened
Heather
there.
has bigger fish to fry. She's like, I'm moving in a new place. I have all this money.
Exactly.
I have my own network. What is this about, really? And I don't even care. It's like, okay, if she did, so now what? That's my thing also. Like, this isn't one of those things that's like, oh, it's such a big deal. Like, she has another child. Like, Terry has another child nobody knows about. Or Terry was cheating on Heather, or Heather was cheating on Terry. Now, that is tea. Or somebody's doing drugs. Like, none of that is happening. She called the paparazzi? Okay. She won't, and she wouldn't be the first to do it.
To play devil's advocate, I guess it's because the reason that they called the paparazzi was because there were rumors about Terry cheating. So that's why they call paparazzi to pose and say that they're good in their relationship. And that's why it's a big deal to both Heather and Katie, because it's like, okay, you call paparazzi because they were saying stuff about your marriage.
You know what? Her marriage. But the thing is and this is what we need to understand too. This isn't cheating. And it's the same thing that I said about Jackie and Doug. Like, I don't think that's cheating. I think they have an understanding. It's a big difference. I think there's an understanding. When people get older, especially these housewives, I don't think they want all their business out there. And I think it's difficult to be like, oh, our relationship is open. We're in an open relationship. Because that always goes left. Once you put that out there publicly, because I think a lot of people scrutinize your relationship and they nitpick like every moment. They also look at past moments, and she doesn't want that. Like, I just feel like it's an understanding. This man has all this money. You guys are living in this big ass house. He's like, you know what? I might want a massage every now and then.
What do you think Terry's type is?
I feel like Lacey. Lacey from Love After Lockup. Yes.
Like someone whose titties that he actually handmade himself. Okay, that's fair.
Who's that lady that they sought down that one time?
Oh, the one
and he was like, you suit, yes. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this is getting.
Why wasn't she on the next one?
Far. This is getting so far away from what you were originally.
I did now. Now you played. So it's like
Pandora's box, but we saw that she wasn't on the show anymore, but she's still doing okay for herself. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We already know that Jen Pagranti is supposed to be poor, and Gina wants her to be eating Spam and fucking cat food instead of going to Vegas because she fucked up.
Not to cut you off.
The whole thing.
But you remember that episode of Good Times where the lady was eating the dog food? Like, do you remember that?
That's how Gina wants Jen to act. That's also how Emily wants Jen to act, because I'm still not over. You guys, by the time you get this, you will have seen the new episode. We're talking about the last episode, but the episode before this, I'm still not over what Emily said for no reason. They were at the girls' night out. They were dancing on the bar. They were having a good time. After that, Jen is telling her boyfriend Ryan, whatever. She's like, Emily, talk to me. And they played the flashback, and Emily was like, that's a nice jacket. You look like you have money. And Jen was like, I don't. And then Emily goes, I know. And it was just so unnecessary.
That's so rude.
It's so funny, though.
It's so funny, but it's rude. And she also does look very good. to not have any
See?
money.
Because when
It's the
people
glam.
like, and that's what everyone's saying. Like,
Like,
why are you
don't try
getting
to
the
get
glam?
glam and then wipe your mascara a little bit so it looks like you don't have glam.
Meanwhile, Gina is sitting in those confessionals who literally can't really afford glam, and she's did her own makeup and all her own hair, and she has to watch this bitch literally get glam, who got evicted from the house that she put her in.
And you can tell her man's like, wait, babe, before you leave, you need some glam?
You want some money?
And she's like, well, I don't really know how to use it.
I'm just going to the hot tub, babe.
How much monies will I need? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like,
the fucking bunny money from Max's movie.
Maybe $17. And he's like, babe, that's not going to be enough.
Here, just take the whole damn card.
Just take the card. She's like, well, okay.
Oh, this looks familiar. I know how to use this. Okay, so let's talk about this dinner. You set the scene and tell me your every thought.
Before we even get into the dinner, hold on, y'all. Okay. This is ghetto, but I have to plug my charger in because y'all know how Macs are after a while. They don't want to.
I'm on 18% right now, so that's why we're on our second story and we're about to leave this bitch.
Let me tell y'all. Okay, so before that sit down that Tamra had at Alexis' house was totally fucking unnecessary. Like, I can understand that you are not a fan of Shannon right now, even though I really don't get what for, because all Shannon did was say your ass be late sometimes and you're a little bit inconsiderate. Okay. Is that worth, like, I could see you maybe saying something slick to me, but is that worth, like, not being friends anymore? Because it wasn't even that bad. Like, she said it cute. It wasn't like she was like, this is a lazy ass bitch. She doesn't do shit. She shits in the toilet. She doesn't flush. Like, she didn't say anything like that. Like, this was very like.
I think that Tamra has 2 T's in a pod. She has another podcast. She's fresh off Traders. She didn't want to do the Trace Amigas anymore. So in order to get out of that, she found a reason, and her reasoning was Shannon's alleged drinking and driving.
All
and
she had to do was say she didn't want to be on the shit. Jen needs the money. Put her on the shit. We were just talking about this. I said Heather, but like Monty said that Heather isn't all that funny. And now that I think about it, she's not really that funny. Like, so I get it.
She's not. She's not funny on purpose.
You know who is
funny
though?
Just to watch.
Put Terry. Terry is funny as fuck.
What?
Terry DeBro.
Well, he did make me laugh when he was like, well, I love the paparazzi. He's like, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, I did call it. It wasn't Heather, it was me.
Yeah, he has personality, you know?
He's got moxie.
The girl's got moxie. Shit, put Ken Todd. He's not doing anything right now.
Oh my God, you put Ken Todd, Terry Dubrow, and one other guy. Who's the other guy that can go on there?
Joe Gorga's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Not you look. Okay, let's just move on because you look down and I just don't believe it right now.
Down and to the left. Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. But yeah, I just didn't like that whole sit down. I thought it was really inappropriate and unnecessary. It also made me hate Alexis a little bit more. Not that I just hate her at this point.
You needed a reason to dislike her, but now you have a reason to dislike her, especially after this fucking scene and this dinner and the talk about the money. Like, please, let's get to it.
Let's just get into it. So they go to a restaurant together, like all of them. Keep in mind, everybody looks great, especially Shannon.
The best.
Shannon looked the best, in my opinion. You can say what you want to say, but it was Shannon and Vicki for me. Like, those are my girls. I'm just happy to see them together. That's just what it is. The other women were cute. I like Gina. Not Gina. Emily. Emily, your look was cute. But yeah, so then Tamra brings up the fact that Shannon's still an alcoholic. Well, I shouldn't have said the fact, because that's not a fact. I'm so sorry, Shannon. I'm here to defend you, not tear you apart. So she said that Shannon's still an alcoholic. I feel like she took away from her progress and what she's dealing with right now. She also brought up private conversations that they were having on the phone and accused her of being drunk during those particular conversations, which I thought was inappropriate because she said this was during her therapy. And I don't know if that's true or not, but Shannon said that she's put in the work and she don't really drink like that no more. Every now and then she might have a drink, but she says that this is something that she thinks about every day and it haunts her. Like, and then you're like, is this before you have a drink? Or
Is
after
it?
you have a drink? And I'm just like, this is
That was so
disgusting.
unnecessary though. But like it just felt unwarranted. That's what made it kind of like not fun. Cause I'm
It
all
was
for the shade.
nasty.
Like we're gonna see this exact same thing happen with Giselle and Karen on Potomac. But I feel like Karen is gonna give as good as she gets. With Shannon, it's like Shannon is already like, fuck, bro. Like I just got this DUI. This
Yes.
this bitch has my man, my ex-man who I secretly want back is suing me. They just told everyone I got a fucking
You think
facelift,
she wants
bro.
John Jansen back?
Not now, but at that time, absolutely. What
Yeah,
do
at
you
the
mean?
time I
She
do
just
too.
went to
Yeah.
jail behind
I
him.
was just gonna say, I was just gonna agree.
Have you ever watched For My Man? Like
I was just gonna agree. I do think that at the time she did feel that way. It was just a lot on her. And then with Alexis and these little slick comments, and I didn't even understand why she was speaking. That's what was really pissing me off.
I guess to clarify why she owes the money.
For the facelift,
And also a personal loan.
and it looks good. And I was like, okay, maybe that is true. I the thing is, I
But the
do
thing
believe it's true,
is,
but it's like,
this is the problem. Shannon did not lie about receiving money from John Jansen. She just thought it was a gift from the dude that she was with. I would think that
yeah,
too. Because if you give me money and we're together, I'm never paying you back. You gotta
correct. Yeah.
you gotta do exactly what he's
Yeah.
doing. You gotta see me in court. So
But I
she
don't
didn't
think
think that it was like a
it's not in the
loan.
contract. It's not in the contract either. So it's like when you loan people money and they don't pay you back, I feel like you shouldn't, unless it's in a contract, it is what it is. It's one of those things. It's
It's
like,
not, well, I feel like when you're dating someone,
well, yeah,
and
romantically involved. But even
yeah,
when you go to court, when a lot of those people go to court and I see that, like, whether it's small claims or whatever, I'm just like, what can you do? It's not written down. It's like, how do they know?
and the problem is just like she was saying, it'll cost more to even go to court and lawyers' fees to fight
Correct.
it than to pay them. But my thing is, get it back in blood. I'm not paying you.
You know what else I don't like? The fact that Tamra literally got sued by the same man, and she's literally in that house. Like, how are you in a man's house that sued your ass?
Oh, Jim Bellino's house. Is that his
Just,
name?
just like what? Oh,
Yeah,
the
they're
wait.
talking about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jim
like
Bellino. That's not his
Jim
house. Okay,
Bellino.
never mind.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind.
that's
That's not
not
his
John
house.
Jansen house.
That's not his house. But I definitely wouldn't be fucking with her.
Exactly, because they were talking about that earlier in the season, how
That's
they
just,
lost what, 30, 60K?
and she pretty much was like, "Well,
Well, I
that
can't
don't
do
have shit to
anything.
do with me. Do you think she's gonna donate? No."
She's not even going to share the
She's
GoFundMe.
trying to get John Jansen's money back. And it's like, you look stupid as fuck. That's my thing, too. It's like, you're a spokesperson for this man. Y'all haven't really been together that long. You're copying off of this woman's lifestyle, and you feel comfortable that the
Down to her
man
dog.
is trying to give you the same lifestyle. Like, he doesn't even think enough of you to give you something new. He's taking you to the same fucking gym that he used to take Shannon.
The same restaurants.
The same
Quiet woman.
restaurants. You
The
would think he
same
would want to make
dog.
what? New memories, right? Nope. And what does he get you to do? He's like, oh, and yeah, and get on that show that you were on and really stick it to her and tell her that I'm suing her. Yeah, you do that. And you come
That's your
home and I'll make you
storyline.
some Brussels sprouts. And she's like, okay. Okay.
Jesus jugs.
Why not? You look dumb. And then it's like, after she says all this is the thing too that got me.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, but I'd love to be her friend. You love
I'd
to
do
be
it.
her friend. I would run
I'd
her.
have to jump across the table like Danielle.
I would run her over.
I'm only allowing you to say this for your birthday because she should not be behind a. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
She said that she's gonna have a breathalyzer in the new wit. That's another thing that I want to say. Shout out to Shannon's dad because he's so like straightforward. He's like, well, did you take the money? And then he's like, well, fuck, don't pay her shit. Like, don't pay him shit. Like, fuck that. I wouldn't even show up to court.
That's what I'm saying. Get
I
it
don't
back
have
in
it.
blood.
I'd be like, you guys would have to come to my house like room raiders and open my door and pull my ass out of bed and put me in the back of a fucking truck in order for you to get that money because I'm not. It's
You
not
know
gonna
what Shannon
happen.
did eat? And like that's the whole thing about it is like all these people are it's Tamra, it's Alexis, it's also kind of like Emily in the background instigating. It's like all these people against her, and she's not even like going off. She's not denying shit. She's not like really defending herself like that. So it just looks like a dog pile, honestly. It's just like the fuck Shannon Bedore show. But what she did eat was when she went to the back and she was talking to, I think, was that Jen? I forgot who she was talking to. And she was like, he's trying to get that money back because he needs it for her. And I'm like, ooh,
Oh, yeah, she did eat that
clock
one
it,
thing.
clock it.
And she should have said that shit loud as hell at that damn table.
I would have been like, ooh, you know what? That kind of ate. I would walk back to the table and say it.
I just want Shannon to slap the fuck out of Alexis Bellino so bad.
Just one
Like,
good time.
honestly, that would be enough for me. And I don't believe in promoting physical violence or whatever.
No, we
But
don't. But like hypothetically,
hypothetically speaking, if she got slapped the fuck out of by Shannon
wouldn't mind
Bedore
it.
specifically, I would not mind that. That's just it. Because it's like you're doing too much. And then Tamara, it's not even what she's saying, but it's her tone. You're an alcoholic. It's that like whiny, like loud ass tone that she has. I don't know how to do it. I could not sit in front of her and allow somebody to talk to me that way. It could not happen.
Because she could get so down and dirty. I would start being like, hey, did you like filming with your daughter?
Right.
Oh, do you
Hey,
remember the son that you had?
why
What
does your
happened to
daughter want
him?
so many tattoos?
What happened to that son that you had that was on TV? And
Yeah.
then you got, you left the show and then you came back and we didn't see him. What is he doing? What about your ex? How's your gym doing? Oh,
How are your pockets doing?
Eddie's looking good.
Are you hoping that Alexis talks to her ex to like drop the
You know what? I think that Eddie and Teddy Mellencamp has a really good relationship. Just something I noticed. Like, bitch, I will start firing on all cylinders. I will break up your family. Play with
Because
me.
she would be like, the bitch would
And you
malfunction.
just be like, oh, you're an alcoholic. And they'll be like, that's all you can say? Yeah, I'm an alcoholic, but you're poor. Like,
Or
bitch,
how
what are
about
you
this?
talking
Take that
about?
shit to the head and be like, yeah, I am.
Exactly.
Own that shit.
What
Because
now?
it's like, what now?
I'll have a drink right there, bitch.
I'd
I'll
have her
drink
drink.
right there.
I'd have her drink and mine at the same time. Now what?
And go outside and drive. But anyways, I
would not. I would definitely call a
I
Lyft.
feel like she definitely needs to take accountability for what she did because she got on Gina ass so bad. Sorry, she got on Gina ass so bad about what happened. So honestly, the only person who should be treating her like that is Gina because she really was getting on Gina ass about the DUI.
He just said one thing,
like everything, like
she
in
was
life.
a little upset, but she was like, you know what?
Like, I could never imagine ever in my life.
Remember the time that CPS came?
And
I had to keep your motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Damn, that's the thing about those tables, though. They do turn.
They always
and they turn so damn hard, it will make your head spin.
Exactly.
And that's why you have to keep your head on a fucking swivel. That damn Shannon, she got her ass handed to her last night. And it was just.
What do we think going forward? Like, how can Shannon recover? Not even recover, but like, how can she ward off Tamra? Because Tamra is like worse than a dog with a bone. She's like a dinosaur with the bone.
Maybe she needs to run over 2 people.
Okay, so.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
Episode is going to be
I just don't know how she can do it. Because it's like Shannon isn't witty. She's not really good with the comebacks. It's like, what can you really say? I do, and I applaud Vicki so much for being such a good friend to her because I felt like Vicki was really standing up for Shannon the whole night. And she was like, this shit is disgusting. And they wanted to bring up like all the shit that Vicki said, and Vicki's like, well,
that was important.
She was like, well, it's still disgusting, and all you bitches are going to hell. Just know that.
Are we not women of Jesus Christ? That's what I'm going to do the next time.
When she said that shit, I lost my mind. She was like, are we not all women of Christ?
I'm not laughing because, yes, we are. But this is like, not...
Pull out the Bible. What do you think? What did you see? What are you doing now? Disgusting.
I'm gonna do that the next time we're all arguing at brunch. I'm gonna be like, "Are we not all women of Christ? You believe in Jesus Christ? I know you believe in Jesus Christ. That's disgusting."
Did she point at Gina? I mean, not.
She pointed at everyone.
I think she pointed at Jen the hardest. She's like, I know you believe in Jesus Christ. Because that's the only reason that you're still getting by. Because, oh my gosh. But that shit hurt my feelings so bad because I'm like, I don't want to see Shannon. Shannon cannot take anymore. It's like she's coming in such a positive mindset. Why are they attacking her like this? And why is Tamra just like, it's all this stuff? You're an alcoholic. You shouldn't be driving. You can't drive. It's like, damn, like, give me a second.
And then you owe her boyfriend money. You have no man. You're an empty nester. Your hairline's crooked. It's like, oh my God.
And I do feel like the other women were like, are starting to kind of say, well, what is the purpose of Alexis Bellino? Because she doesn't have a personality. She's just a clone built from John Jansen.
I think that...
Is John Jansen's dick really that good, though? That's what I also want to know.
That's not a question that went through my mind once. But now I'm wondering. I don't want to try it. Is it that
good? I don't think any... Well, I'm not going to say I don't think anybody, because maybe somebody wants to. But I know nobody on this podcast wants to try that.
And no one who's been on this podcast either. I can speak confidently for them. I was thinking.
I had to think about it. Hopefully you guys don't. Sure. I'll say that.
I can confidently say, I don't know, Aaron is is thinking about if anyone on this podcast has ever wanted John Jansen, but I can confidently say no. I think that also this is the best thing that could have happened to Shannon also, though, because look at us now, we're feeling sympathy because you heard me before the season aired.
I remember.
Was ready to
we don't need to recap it.
Yeah, because I said a lot.
We've already heard enough on that last episode. I do not want to.
Right. I wasn't Tamra.
The only thing that could have ate that is if she brought out Monica. And she was like, Monica sings Still Standing. Because it's like,
no.
Yes. Like that, in my opinion, I would have been like, your words don't even mean anything right now because Monica just came out. Like, bitch, are you joking? Do you think you can still say something after that?
I would have to quit the show if Monica came out when I was arguing with the bitch.
I feel like if Tamra and Alexis would literally just disappear and become spirits.
Like, who could they bring out? Brandy? Then we would have a show, wouldn't we?
I don't really want to get into all of that because I don't really want to get into all of that.
No, but if we're bringing out performers, let's see. Alexis Bellino and have her sing "The Boy Is Mine."
Oh, this is just, I don't know. I don't even know what
stressful,
to say.
Right? Because if it happened, then damn, we would have a show.
Yeah, we would have a show. Yeah, but with this, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. I hated every moment. It makes me really dislike Tamra. I don't like Tamra at all anymore.
I still like her.
No, I don't like her.
I just think that it's too much.
Because I just see that there has to be, it makes me think there has to be something in her closet.
Of course.
Because what are you, and it has to be big.
It's coming, baby. It has to come.
What are you hiding in that closet?
Every time, again, like I always say, anytime you point your finger, there are 3 pointing back.
3.8 million fingers pointing back at you.
What? Why was that so specific? Does she owe the IRS?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people will point. And I know damn well she don't owe no IRS when she got that trader's check.
You'd be surprised.
Child. Well, that's it, guys. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Tune in to OC. Let me know what you think. What did you think about this episode? I know a new episode is out, but what did you think about the one that we just talked about?
Right. Because there's no way that the one that came on could top the one that we just talked about. And if it does, we might have to touch on it on Wednesday because that would be crazy. But we just want to know. Y'all, make sure y'all watch the new episode, of course. We're going to touch back on Dubai. We're so glad that Jersey is done. New York is coming October 1st. I heard a lot of people talk about, oh my God, why are they coming back? I miss the old New York, shut the fuck up. And they have a teaser, which is not even a real teaser. It's just like some mountains for Salt Lake City. So, baby, we got a lot in the pocket writing for Bravo. And we hope to see you guys in Miami. If you're coming to Miami, DM us, keep DMing us so we can get to the top. And our messages are full and they filter out stuff. So if we don't DM you back, just keep DMing us. Or go to our comment section and comment. And that way we can see it a little bit easier, especially if we post something. We love you so much. Happy birthday, Aaron, and have a great weekend. Turn up for Aaron, especially for Leo season.
Turn up for Aaron and turn up for Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Aren't we all people of Christ?
Yes.
All right, love y'all.
Bye.